Yeah, it's not the sturdiest table either.
Yeah, wiggle, wiggle.
Good old wiggle, 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 wiggle room. So yeah, it's the UGO podcast.
It is.
Here, again. Well, not again, but for the first time. For the first time at ACEN 2017. I am, of course, Nick, your merc with a mic, and my fellow unapologist,
Travis.
And we have a returning special guest here. It's Kyle. Everybody, woo!
Hello, it's an honor to be here. Did that actually register?
It did register. I can see it. Like, it's barely there, but it's a little bump on the audio. So yeah, Kyle, welcome back.
Good to be back.
I see that poison really took effect too a little. You know what? We shouldn't have forced you to do this, but what can I say? The people missed you.
Well, yeah, I'm like Socrates.
So for those of you who don't know, we're actually at ACEN right now in Rosemont, Chicago, or no, Rosemont,
Chicago.
Outside of
Rosemont, Chicago.
I was going to say outside of Chicago, but in Illinois. And we're having a great time down here, and of course we didn't want to keep that from recording a regular episode this week, along with our ACEN coverage next week. So we're going to just run down the geek news of the week and maybe a couple thoughts on our current ACEN exploits, and then that's going to be it. So it's going to be a little short episode this week. Sorry for that, but
just a blurb.
But just a little check-in. So if we're going to start off with no funny voices doing the announcements. We're going to get right through them because the funny voices take way too long, and I got to save them because I'm going to be doing funny voices later. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, always want to mention Tanner Hackle Designs to design the logo for our UGO podcast logo, the UGO specifically, with really cool letters looking. If you need some cool letters of your own, you can get him to make them for you, make them real good. Kelly Main, of course, made Isabella the Derpy Dragon, our lovely little mascot. If you need some artwork or commission work done, she is a great option for you. As always, if you want to help out the podcast, you can look us up on iTunes, maybe hit that subscribe button, give us a review on iTunes. That would be really helpful. Give us a 5-star review, and we will read whatever goes in that review box on the air, word for word. That is my guarantee. Haven't done it in a while. We really, really want to do it again because I want to see what funny stuff you guys come up with. Or if you have something of yours you want to promote, that's a easy way for you to do it. And, of course, if you want to get into contact with us, you can contact us at either any of our social media pages, like our Twitter at UGO Podcast, our Instagram, check out all our great con photos at UGO Podcast as well. Maybe message us on Facebook, or you can always email us at unapologeticgeekgoat@gmail.com. And with that, how's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, we're good? Yeah, we're good? Everyone good? Oh, okay, cool. How is everyone enjoying their ACEN? This is my and Travis's first time. Kyle's
third or fourth. I can't remember. They all bleed together.
They all bleed together. So let's go with Kyle first. Kyle, how is it comparing so far to your previous experiences?
It's pretty good. I haven't gone to any panels this year so far. Mm-hmm. Like, you guys went to the Tensenjutsu thing that I went to last year, which was the fan martial art.
We got to play with fans.
It was fun.
You got to kill bubbles.
Yes. Bubbles.
Fucking bubbles.
Fuck those bubbles.
Nick dove to kill a bubble. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to premiere the new fairy tale movie that's coming out tomorrow on Saturday. Because tomorrow doesn't mean a damn thing in when we're recording. But today, if this is when it's going to come up, I'm setting a deadline for you, Nick.
Yeah,
we release on Saturdays, though.
Isn't tomorrow Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow Saturday. So, I want to try and catch that fairy tale movie, too. But I kind of wanted to catch the rest of that anime first before I saw it. So maybe I got some time to just throw that on, maybe catch up immediately. There's like 1-2 seasons, right?
Sure, let's go with that.
I can get that caught up in like a couple hours, right?
Yeah, but we can't get it on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because it only has like the first 28 episodes on Netflix.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
I think Hulu has them all.
Yeah, I got some cool interviews already stacked up. I interviewed the fan guy at the fan panel, not the fan panel, but the one with panel with actual fan. You know what I'm talking about?
Tensenjutsu.
Yes,
Fanjutsu.
Fanjutsu.
The Naruto thing. Although I think it's weird every time you say that. I think there should be a shadow clone made of you. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. The vendor hall is unbelievably huge.
Like, I'm pretty sure we went through the same place 3 times, and I saw different things each time.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy big. Apparently it is like twice as big as last year.
It's not really twice as big, but it's not as crammed as it was last year. So,
oh, okay. Well, yeah, we are having a bunch of fun here.
It's definitely the biggest con we've been to. I think the next closest one would have been the Madison Comic Con.
Mm-hmm. There's way more going on here than at Wizard World. But yeah, I am very excited. I wanted to go check out a movie theater while we were here, but we didn't get a chance to yesterday. I was super excited because like there's a dine-in one here that I really wanted to try.
Wow, okay.
Like one of those like we went to the Marcus Bistro one like one time when I was out here, but yeah. So we are looking forward to some crazy like there's so much hentai tonight. There's so much of it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be straight hentai all the time.
And I really kind of want to go to like the 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Shibari class.
Yeah. So and we hung out with Kyle's group, his ACEN group, in their hotel room, watched some anime.
Yep, before it even started. So yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun. I realized that like I probably shouldn't have drank because I'm a yeller at TV shows to begin with.
Yes, you are.
Like I yell at stuff. I'm like, hey, I hate that, or wait, I like that. Especially if I like that. If it's like a watching Attack on Titan this last season has been like a wrestling match. Like, fuck him up.
Ironic, because there actually was a wrestling match.
Yeah, Nick had his first go at plum sake, which, from what I am told, is the most palatable sake towards Westerners.
Yeah. It was real sweet.
Dry sake is like drinking warm water.
Yeah,
that's literally all it tastes like is warm water to me.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I kind of liked it. You should have tried some. But yeah, we watched some animes with some Japanese names that I don't remember. Like what did we watch?
I think the English name is like A Monster's Tale or something like that.
Yeah, where it's they show it out of order, and one dude's a vampire, one chick is like got her weight stolen from her by a crab demon. It was weird. I was like one sake cup in. I'm like, what the hell is in this? I don't even know what's going on.
Like, you actually stopped and asked me for something. Like, I'm not drunk, right? I did read that. Like,
it's like I've read that right?
Like, well, you did. Anime is weird.
Yeah, so much fun having so far. I'm really excited. Looking forward to our anime pitch panel. Hopefully that goes pretty good. With that, should we just jump right into the news?
Yeah, got something good for us.
Should we jump it in? I got some stories. I got some some rumors, some good shit, some gossip. I like my stories. First up, we have a new CW superhero show.
Really?
Yeah. The Black Lightning got picked up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's surprising.
Yep. So it's gonna have apparently he's gonna be already an established superhero coming out of retirement, and that's gonna be on the CW. But it will also not be part of the Arrowverse or Supergirl. Kind of like I guess both that and Supergirl are not part of the Berlantiverse or Arrowverse, whatever you want to call it. I would count that as a
kind of knock against it.
One of the big things that I like that keeps people watching all of the shows is like a chance like I might miss something that might be important later in a crossover. It's kind of like the trick that comic books use. So I don't know. I find that an odd decision that they don't fold over Supergirl fully into the CW verse. I thought that was an interesting thing. But yeah, we had, of course, a couple other news stories. Jordan Peele, he was offered up. He was offered up the role of making Akira. Since we know we're talking about anime, and he turned it down.
Yep.
He said, "I want to do original stuff."
Something else though, right now.
He wants to do original stuff, which is probably good for him. And as far as Akira goes, off the heels of Ghost in the Shell, I'm going to say, wow, I'm pretty sure he dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood to see another like hardcore sci-fi anime remake Westerner.
Well, when you mentioned Jordan Peele, I thought you were actually going to talk about his next idea.
What was his next idea? I didn't hear this.
Oh, I didn't read enough of the details in order to give an accurate description of what it is, but he definitely... it's something along the lines of Get Out, where it's a social commentary, but but also
A horror film.
horror. Yeah,
probably still so he can put it under the Blumhouse production as well. It's usually their cup of tea. Good on him, because I really enjoyed Get Out. I was surprised how much I really enjoyed that film. Akira is well, we already had the Western remake of it. It was Chronicle. Like that was pretty much the gist of Akira, with just a lot of the weird stuff removed. And yeah, I just Ghost in the Shell was so bad, guys. I mean, the more I think about Ghost in the Shell, the more it kind of pisses me off. Like I might have given it like a 2 out of 5, like when I gave it, but I'm like, I think I might be more mad at that film than I actually am. But yeah, moving on. Why don't we talk about Diane Lane, the actress who has played Clark Kent's mother, Martha Kent, in Man of Steel and the BVS movie.
Okay.
She got in a little trouble over the past week because she said, "Hey, Justice League, it's going to be fun, guys, but you know, it's not going to be as good as the Avengers. So just hold your horses. Like, keep your expectations, in the range of possibility." I'm trying to find her exact quote right here. Let's see. I think it was here. What is the sorry to disappoint? Yeah, sorry to disappoint. It is not going to be as good as Avengers. Lower your expectations a little.
Wow.
Damn. So
I mean, we were all thinking it, but
yeah, but actors are really not supposed to say that. They're not really supposed to say that at all. But I think she tried to clarify a little bit later what she actually meant.
You mean backpedal?
She said the comments were misconstrued. When asked for clarifications, her representative said Diane meant sorry to disappoint in reference to revealing anything concerning Justice League that is not already out in the public. Oh, so sorry to disappoint revealing anything. Well, that didn't sound like what she said.
That's backpedaling.
And was declining to comment on a film, Avengers, that she has not seen. She is thrilled to continue her role as Martha Kent and appreciates your excitement for Justice League. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to clarify this. Okay, maybe she misspoke and didn't quite mean it. I mean, that happens. That doesn't really sound like what she was trying to say.
It sounds like backpedaling to me.
I think she might have slipped up, but who knows? Maybe it was an honest slip of the tongue. But I think she was saying what we're all thinking. Like, even if it's really good, I don't think it's going to capture the magic that Avengers had, because that was like the first time it happened. So I think if you're going to go watch that movie, I think a lower set of expectations will only help you.
I don't think mine can get lower.
But yeah, as far as news stories, that was pretty much all I had for today. I was pretty light news week this week, but I did want to get to a couple trailers for today. Should we just move right into some trailer talk?
Sure.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite interesting because Travis and I are sharing a mic on a different end of the room. So.
On a different end, so we're going to have to try and market it. So we'll be back right after this musical break. We'll be right back with the trailer talk right after this.
I can't wait to show you my toys.
We're not going to see them, are we?
No, that scene's been cut. As well as this scene.
Of course.
All right, and we're back. A little jumbled up, but I think we're gonna make do here watching some trailers. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. You don't know to yell that loud, Kyle. But yeah, what's up first? You know what? Let's see. We've already watched a couple of trailers, but let's give the Mummy one more try. Should we give the Mummy one more chance?
If we must.
Watch Tom Cruise in it.
Is he gonna?
I think he might.
You have no idea.
I really like showing off fun.
What you have.
I think that might be the stunt of the film. Like that's the big money shot.
How did you get out of that plane? There's not a single scratch on your body.
You are alive because you were cursed.
Cursed? By what?
The ultimate evil. Welcome to a new world of gods and monsters.
You saw that, right?
She did something to me.
The very essence of evil calls to you now.
Get her, Nick! Kick her ass! I'm scared.
It takes a monster to defeat a monster.
Oh, that's my face! That's my face! Run!
Mommy, I want some more.
So yeah, that was the trailer, the third trailer for the Mummy film. That was interesting.
It looks like they're trying to go for a different feel completely.
This
little bit
tone,
sillier.
The tone is completely changed from this trailer. Like I'm really interested why that shift happened, but there's a lot more jokes in this. It's a little sillier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell, it's a lot sillier actually.
I mean, to be fair, look at the original Mummy series. Like, those
Right.
ones were a family horror, essentially.
Yeah, they're a comedy.
Yeah, well, I'm like, I thought that this one might have been a little bit different, and I was kind of, you know what, I kind of liked it. Like, it was a little more serious and a little scarier.
I mean, face it, what's the... Like, do you remember lines from the original Mummy movie? Because I remember, you're on the wrong side of the river.
That was funny.
I'm on the side with all the horses. Or no, opposite way, actually.
Yeah,
but
it was
either way.
But yeah, there's a lot of like, that's no, not my face, and kick her ass. I'm like, this is a little sillier, but then I think, you know what? Jekyll, like Dr. Hyde, or Mr. Hyde's supposed to show up in this one. You know, Kurt Russell's going to turn into Mr. Hyde at some point, so that's probably going to be pretty silly.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe it was just early marketing was
Bad.
was on it a little bit more.
Well, early marketing forgot to turn on sound.
I'm gonna turn off that air conditioner real quick. 1 second. I don't know if that's gonna come up on the mic.
The mama mic.
Mama Mike.
Mama mic. Mama mic. Mama mic. Mama.
No, keep going. I like the remix. But yeah, I don't know. Like I kind of like the little bit of suspense the first two trailers had. I kind of like the unintentional humor rather than really going for for a camp value thing. I don't know. This trailer leaves me a little cold on it. I'm not sure if I'm digging it as much as before. Like it was never going to be a really good movie, but I thought like maybe it would be more like Starship Troopers, kind of like funny when it's not supposed to be.
See, well, what is the end goal of the Mummy to create the only thing that could possibly fight her?
Yeah, that seemed kind of dumb. Why would she create something and give the powers to a human that could easily defeat her? Like, I don't know about easily.
Like, you did see that one scene,
yeah,
but
he did get his ass kicked a lot. But like, why would she give him power? Like, it said something in the previous trailers that her power is connected to his or something. I don't know what the deal is with that. But it sounds like a really hackneyed way to make Tom Cruise a returnable mummy hero for the other franchise movies. Right. I think they're counting their chickens a little bit on that end. But yeah, should we move on to our next one?
Sure.
I'm a little cool. Like maybe we can bring it up a little bit more. How about we switch over to? How about we? I thought that was going to be a big upswing because now we're going to have to go a little bit downer. We're going to watch the Emoji trailer.
Oh no!
Look who just sent me a text.
Addie McAllister?
What should I say? Just play it cool.
Welcome to the world inside your phone, where everyone is expected to act one way their whole life.
Aw, snap! Ow.
My name is Gene, and I'm supposed to be a meh. You know, like, meh, who cares? But my problem is, I have more than one emotion.
Check this out.
Huh?
Son, please tell me you weren't laughing just now. What if you get sent out on the phone making the wrong face?
Dad, I'll make the right face. Then I would finally fit in.
Sweetie, you're so handsome when you make that face. I think he's ready, Mel.
Meh.
That's our user, Alex.
We have an incoming text. We are go for meth.
Who, me?
What's he doing?
He's making the wrong face.
Huh?
What the heck?
Welcome to the Loser Lounge, where the emojis who never get used hang out.
What's up, high five?
Okay, bullshit.
An emoji. I've got to have some sort of purpose here.
I saw eggplant in there. That's no.
Find the source code.
Then I can fit in.
That's come on.
First, we have to get through this firewall. What's Alex's girlfriend's name again?
It was Tina,
Access denied.
Karen, Sarah. I want to say Lupita, but that doesn't feel right now. I'm saying it out loud.
I think you're pretty cool just the way you are.
Nobody leaves the phone! Delete them!
My feelings are huge. Maybe I'm meant to have more than just one emotion. Where am I?
Candy Crush. Divine. Sweet. Tasty. Delicious.
I'll never eat another piece of candy ever again.
High five, don't do it. Don't you do it. It's already been in there once.
Okay, son, what do we do after we go potty?
Should we wash our hands?
We're number 2.
Oh, that's the way to end it, on a shit joke.
What a shitty joke.
Okay. So that was the trailer for the Emoji film.
So it's a generic be yourself film?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd rather just go watch Inside Out.
Oh my god. Like, that's my worst nightmare for a trailer, is that...
Inside Out isn't a generic be yourself film, though.
Yeah,
it's an emotional ride.
It has
that's why I'd rather go watch
that. It has
that.
actual stakes to it. What's the stakes to this movie? That a text gets sent to the girl he kind of likes? Wow. Okay, this is like my nightmare when we do trailer talks, is that a trailer will be so generic, I have nothing to say about it. I'm just like, Jesus, there's like... I mean, I guess I could just really rag on how generic and predictable the plot is.
Well, it's funny because they took a character who was super generic. I'm like, yeah, the Lego movie did that and made a really good movie out of it.
Well, then it's also like Wreck-It Ralph. Like, what do they do in their spare time?
Yeah.
Like when they're not in the, in this one it's the phones. In Wreck-It Ralph it was the arcade machines. And then even in their own premise, their own joke is like, here's the emojis that never get used. Like they just hang out here. And then I see eggplant emoji in there, and I'm like, what? On what universe do you think the eggplant emoji is not used?
Yeah.
It's used a lot.
I don't know why it's used, but it's used a lot.
Well, it's used a lot. And then I thought about it, I'm like, well, maybe it's on this teenager's phone, but I'm like, he's a teenager, male teenager. No, that eggplant gets used on a pretty consistent basis. If I had anything if I had to make a guess on it, so it's not even adhering to its own logic. I hate the Candy Crush basically ad in it, but what are you gonna expect? It's a Sony made picture, and Sony, what's the... Man, I don't even remember their last animated film that they... Wait. They made the Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs movies.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So they're not all terrible. But, yeah...
Patrick Stewart wasn't in this trailer, so...
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Poop.
Yeah, it was...
Oh, that's right. At the very, very, very end.
Yeah, he's the poop emoji. Get it?
He made a poop joke.
Yeah,
Patrick Stewart made a poop joke.
Yep. Because it's funny. Man, do you guys have anything to add? Because I got pretty much nothing on this one.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah, that just seems super...
I think we should just put this movie in a bag and light it on fire.
I don't know. Would you say we're a little...
Guys, stop.
A little more than meh on it? No? Okay, that's it. It's over. It's done. Let's move on to the next one. We have a TV trailer to watch.
All right.
Because we got the new X-Men TV show coming.
Oh, what's this one on again? Is it?
I think it's Fox.
Is it up?
Yeah, I think it's on Fox.
I read your file. You're a very troubled young woman. Believe it or not, I'm here to help you.
You know, when you
put your hand out of the window of a moving car. You can feel the air and guide it. I can push the air together, water too, other stuff. Who taught you how to swim?
You.
I can teach you this.
Dude.
Thank you for meeting with us.
Of course. I understand you have some concerns about your son.
Andy and I have always been very close, but we believe he's being bullied.
Hey, look who's here.
So what's the verdict this time? Am I stupid or crazy?
Evening. Hear about Andrew and Lauren. You're aware that there was a bit of an incident at the school this evening?
Let me go!
I need you to go get them for me.
They're not going anywhere.
We have to secure the safety of the community.
What is that?
Wait, come on!
Hear about the mutant incident? Those are my kids. You have to help them.
Why didn't you tell me? You have powers.
Dad puts people like us in jail.
In my experience, things change when it's your own kid.
There is nothing more important to me than my family.
The X-Men, the Brotherhood, we don't even know if they exist anymore.
I suggest you think about what's best for your family.
What do we do?
It's gonna be all right.
Come on!
Go now!
This is a burden, yes, but it's also a gift.
Alright, so that was the trailer for Fox's Gifted, or The Gifted, from Marvel. I guess it's a Marvel team up with the X-Men series, because they actually have the Marvel logo on it, and Fox is putting it out, so this is the one they made a deal on. As far as the trailer goes, I'm a little mixed on it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea that it's actually post mutants being outed and now being illegal.
Yeah, well, it seems like there's even a discrepancy of, like, the X-Men and the Brotherhood, we don't even know if they're around anymore. Like, something maybe big, really big, major happened to shake up the status quo of mutants versus humans.
And the fact that it's another thing that I liked about it, the fact that it's an X-Men film, but it wasn't overt about being an X-Men, TV show, except for the time when they mentioned that the X-Men aren't around anymore.
Yeah, I that's directed by Bryan Singer.
Because, sorry, but Apocalypse is still on the mind, where it was so overt and being...
The fact that an X fell.
Yeah.
No I-beams were crossing each other in this trailer. Yeah, I did appreciate that.
So the fact that it had some amount of subtlety you enjoyed.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I kind of like the idea of a family being kind of on the run, protecting their mutant child. Like that's
children.
That's some pretty with children. That's some pretty. That's some pretty.
The
big
father was
stakes.
apparently a mutant hunter.
Yeah, that's interesting. I kind of like that, because that would that gives them the advantage of knowing how they're going to hunt for him. So that gives them a tactical advantage, but it gives them an emotional conflict of him. Like, this is what I used to hunt people like this.
Although, what's with the whole fact that the mom's like, "Why did you tell us?" Really? You're going to ask that?
Well,
It's like coming out of the closet if you're the minister's daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope, one can tell you.
Well, the one thing that got me a little worried is that the effects. I wonder if they're on their final render. I mean, they're never going to look super great on TV. They don't have the budget for it.
I don't think they look too bad considering they were a TV effect.
Yeah, and then
I mean, the bending showers were kind of weird, but yeah.
And I'll say this: the non-Netflix Marvel shows have been pretty so far. But I hear really good things about Legion, which is on FX, Fox's other channel. And apparently that's supposed to be very, very good, if not just the best superhero show out there. So I'm hearing great things on that. So maybe they'll hold that to their more family friendly channel as well. This isn't the only one. Apparently, we're also going to get another trailer. Would you guys like to watch that one as well? We do have a trailer for I forget what it's called. Cloak and Dagger. Yes, Cloak and Dagger. The other very little known Marvel superheroes. But that one's on ABC. We want to check that one out?
Sure, why not?
Oh, he actually has to search it. He wasn't queuing. It wasn't planned.
I was in the middle of it. I was like, I'm forgetting a trailer. Yes, I finally I remember what it was.
Did I ever tell you about that night?
You can't do this.
What just happened?
It's like you're afraid if I don't do everything perfectly, you're gonna lose me.
Oh, baby, I'm afraid even if you do everything perfectly, I'm gonna lose you.
What's your name?
Tandy. And his name was...
Yeah, Tyrone. Don't shoot!
Okay, there we go. I was about to
I know.
say, I'm kind
It's
of
like,
confused
hey,
about
where are
plot.
the goddamn powers,
Are
right?
you that kid?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Man, capes look fucking awesome. So yeah, that's Cloak and Dagger on ABC's, well, not ABC Family, now it's called Freeform. Apparently they don't want to be the family channel anymore, they want to be more adult, I think.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's Cloak and Dagger, and I do like Kyle was just like, hey, isn't this supposed to be about superheroes? Here's some superheroes. I don't know where the hell they are.
Well, it's quite a while before we see anything.
Yeah, and that makes sense because there are two characters from the comics that are from different sides of the streets. One's a lowdown from a bad part of the neighborhood, black kid, and the other one's a white girl from an upper nicer part of town. And they meet up. The only thing they really have in common is drugs. And they get their powers. I forget how they get their powers. Is it from a weird batch of drugs, or was it some radiation that happened while they were buying drugs? I forget. Marvel powers are weird. So it was something. But they end up getting powers, and their powers are actually make them codependent because Cloak feeds on light, and he needs like constant light feeding. Otherwise, he goes through withdrawals, or he might die. So Dagger can make those daggers out of light, and she throws them at him, and he can eat them. And basically, it keeps him up and keeps him strengthened. And it's kind of sucks because they're friends, but at least from the comics I was reading, Cloak is into Dagger, but Dagger is not into Cloak. So it sucks because it's not like he can just find somebody. He has to stay around Dagger and kind of not get over her. So it's kind of it's a big metaphor for like codependent relationships and kind of enabling your friend's drug habit, but it's a superpower, and Dagger doesn't realize exactly like what she's doing. Sometimes she thinks she's helping, but she's hurting more. So it's basically when Marvel was getting really big into advocating against drugs, these are the two characters they created, which is interesting because it actually created sympathetic characters that were metaphors for drug users rather than just kind of like making villains that use drugs or something. So I always thought that was a very interesting take that they did.
What was that one 90s cartoon where they tried to scare kids about drugs that had a lot of Marvel heroes in it and Looney Tunes?
Damn it! Yeah, it had Ninja, like it had Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles. the all-star animation cast. I forget what it is. I know exactly what you're talking about, though. That was a weird PSA.
Yeah,
that was.
I actually don't remember this.
Yeah,
I ended up watching that a lot.
They all got to get all these animated characters got together to get this one kid to not do drugs. It was a lot of effort for one child.
You imagine just the licensing to happen just for that one PSA.
Yeah, it's then it's man, do they get together for all children that are doing that? Is this just this one guy? But yeah, the apparently I think the deal was with that one because it was a drug PSA. It was easier to get everyone to cooperate with the licenses.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might want to do drugs so I can meet all those characters.
I'm totally gonna do drugs, guys. I totally am gonna do drugs. Michelangelo, you want to come out and hang out with me so I can stop? I think that might have sent the wrong message.
Possibly.
But yeah, I don't know. I got a good feeling off of that trailer. I thought they're really treating it with a lot of kind of
reverence.
Reverence. It's not a light story, but it is kind of with a lighter character. So I think it'll be a little funnier. I want to see Cloak
get it lighter because he eats light.
I want to see Cloak in his actual full costume rather than just the cape. Because the cape looked cool from the back, but Cloak has a weird costume from the front that I think could look a little bit like what's that TV show that got canceled? The Cape. It might look a little bit like The Cape, and I don't want it to look like The Cape. I kind of like the light daggers. I think they're using practical LED later lasers and enhancing them with some CGI. So they actually look real, like they're in her hand. Yeah. So I think that helps a lot. Sometimes I just don't like the full CG look just because I just know it's not there. Mm-hmm. But I'm inferring a lot of that from just being a comic book reader. Do you guys not really knowing the characters? What did you pick up off of it?
It was a bit confusing.
It was
itself.
Yeah, it was a bit confusing. It was.
Did it lean too heavy?
Well, it leaned too heavy on probably the character development. I'm like, what is this? Is it a traditional? They're from the different parts of the neighborhood, but they get together kind of thing. And then all of a sudden he gets blown back by a beam of light. It's like, oh, okay. That's where those powers come in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It did feel a little Dawson's Creek-y, but with superpowers.
Yeah,
I'll admit that.
It could have used maybe a narrator explaining what's going on or something.
Yeah,
but in general, I think it got the feel that it's going for.
Yeah, it took a little while getting there, but
yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna actually give that one a try. I think I'm not too burned on because I hear Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is even getting better. So I want to give some of these other network shows a try. I hear people are really even enjoying Gotham on a Starship Troopers. How crazy is this level? So maybe I shouldn't put that down so far. But Kyle, we didn't ask you how you felt about the Defenders trailer. Did you see the Defenders trailer at all?
Did I? I can't remember if
they all fall in the hallway.
they just fall in the hallway.
That was
the important part.
That was the end part of it. We
was it at least a bigger hallway?
It was a bigger. They had to get a wider hallway to fit them all. They had to get a wider hallway.
Eventually, they're just gonna have to get a conference hall.
Yeah. But yeah, what a time we live in. There's so many superhero...
So many hallways to fight in.
So many hallways to fight in. And, why did they even... why wouldn't they, the bad guys just evacuate the hallway? We're in a hallway. Oh, no, we gotta retreat backwards into, a ballroom or something. Yeah. Because this is not...
one weakness, the ballroom.
I don't think they can fight in open spaces. I don't think they can. Have you seen them fight in an open space?
I mean, Daredevil on a rooftop in the end of season 2.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
That wasn't a very good fight.
No. But they're a lot stronger, the tighter locations that they can shoot in. Another piece of news too is that Claire Temple won't be around for the Punisher series.
Really?
Yeah, they're not going to use her for the Punisher series. It will be the first time they actually have not included her in a Netflix show.
That was going to suck then.
Well, I don't know. I think the Punisher could be a stronger character for them to not have to lean on Rosario Dawson's acting. So.
Plus, it kind of feels weird that Claire Temple, she helps out the vigilantes and stuff, but she even had a problem with how Daredevil did stuff.
Yeah.
She was kind of iffy on him, and if she has a problem with how Daredevil operates, I think she might have a few choice words for Frank.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as a comic books fan, I am super excited for all of these. I can't even wait. But yeah, before we wrap up recording here, anyone want to just go into what are we looking forward to for ACEN? Like, what are some of the panels or any events we're looking forward to?
Sushi Station.
Sushi.
Something Kyle's still trying to get me to like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I don't think I've ever actually had sushi with you.
No, you haven't. But you keep telling me I should go have sushi with you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try something interesting tomorrow too, because Kyle was directing me to what's it called?
What I don't know what it's not really a panel. It's an area it's an open audition.
Yeah, anime open audition. So that sounds kind of fun. You sign up for it, and I guess they give you a script to kind of cold read.
Yep, probably.
So that's
and then they'll call you back later if you did well.
Cool. Well, so that'll be kind of fun. I'm a little nervous because I'm like, oh man, cold reading's really hard. But the bright side is that cold reading's really hard for everybody. Like even if you're like really a practiced voice actor, sometimes it's really hard to cold read. So it's probably a good idea to put everybody on a level playing field.
And we got to see somebody recording.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was interesting because they actually gave her actual, like, it wasn't just a read and then you're done. They actually gave her direction and like had her change up in the middle. Like, hey, could you give this a little more energy? Can you give this a little more? I forget what some of the other directions, like a little more angst on it or something like that. So yeah, that was really interesting. I actually kind of want to just do it just to feel like how that whole process works.
It would at least give you the voice acting experience if they called you back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounded real fun. So I'm gonna try that. Travis, anything you excited for?
I really didn't look at much of the rest of the panels. I kind of just looked at the ones for today, and I didn't see a whole lot interesting. But overall, there's a lot going on, so it's not going to be that difficult to find something.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're going to bring it a wrap it here. Again, it's going to be a short episode. So sorry for that. We'll be up tomorrow with our ACEN coverage, and that'll be definitely a long one. Those ones usually do run long, so you're going to get your money's worth there. As always, if you would like to help out the podcast, again, look us up on iTunes, hit that subscribe button, give us those reviews, those 5-star reviews on iTunes. Really helps us out with visibility and all that good jazz. If you give us a 5-star review, I will read whatever goes on the air word for word. So, put in a little note in about your own excitement for sushi lines or voice acting or shibari rope tutorial panels. I saw that in a late night one. That sexual tying or not tying thing.
Learn how to tie people up for fun.
Yeah, for fun, for real fun.
For real fun.
Some real fun. And if you want to talk to us about some real fun that you're having, you can also message us on our Facebook or maybe hit us up on Twitter at UGO Podcast. Definitely give our Instagram a look because it's going to be pretty heavy with a bunch of con pictures that we're going to be taking and all that good jazz. And that's at the same thing at UGO Podcast. Of course, you can always send us an email at unapologeticgeeko.com if there's anything anything's on your mind. Anytime you just want to rap, just want to talk to you guys. But with that, I think we can bring this episode to an end. So, without further ado, we're Unapologetic Geek Out, and
we're out.
Oh, it felt so good with all three of us. Felt so good.